boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her, you got a better flow. She can hang it in you like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Tens them here, make it come treat it. Skin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the temperature zero. All the borders, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here we go, Jack.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Runs over it. Always got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they'll make it 30-13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. That's courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. and the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts completes it to Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we'll turn to the line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. As a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Jameis to throw it. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now the timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd and goal. Winston. Touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, set. 3. Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of. We're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Winston from the gun on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He'll try to run this one in. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Shoves him aside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, Winston. And he'll just get rid of it. Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
From the gun, Winston. From left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Taken down at the 42.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing is Hurts. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Kamara up the middle. And this will wind up a Saints first down as good running gets them to about the 44. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 2nd down, Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Winston now. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Streak.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. Down to the 25. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the Eagles down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. Connecting with Hill. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain. And now you're looking at 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. Just got a heck of a share part of this.
Yeah, all right, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years for red minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do.
Another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who this info for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. And all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here it is. 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Come on, ready? 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Left marching down the field, only getting 3 there. Kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And down to the 41. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. 11. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A little juke. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. He gets it to Thomas. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken around the 12. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
11 yards there, just like last play.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
What up? What up?
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow.
That one taken in by
what's this count?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm playing. I just played Chad Lewis. So caught that L in the jungle, but we was up in 2-7 too.
Speaking of twos, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
We playing right now. He got me by 3 in the jungle. You know, Winston throw his weekly pick six.
On 2nd down.
Weekly.
Again, it's Mixon.
God damn, I can't run against this motherfucker, and I don't understand why.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense
It's cool. We ain't throwing no pick six.
In order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's ball. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here.
That nigga Tyler Boyd be doing it, bro.
This is Mixon on the draw.
Oh.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Who?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And
Damn.
able to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. Season long right there. And you know what's really exciting about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one
What you say?
the head coach in pregame. This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, we can send that pressure too, bro. All the stuff you want to do is this we could do the same thing. And if you want to do the same thing, and you know that I'm not.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target.
That's that we already
This drive
know.
was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an
Hey, bro, you know who's so cold? Juvenile.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And
For
they're
real.
going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it.
Niggas had the late 1900s and the early 2000s fucked up.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's fielded at the 45.
Bling, bling.
He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Every time I do that, bling, bling.
Able to muster through 2 quarters of play.
It was about 15.
Our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Mm-hmm. Hell no.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mm-hmm. You up there, bitches?
Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in.
Niggas wasn't fucking with it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing. Mayfield.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice?
You ain't watching your Packers?
The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their
They
team.
on NFL Network.
They'll They'll start here with a give to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Come on.
He just throws this one away. That was a
Amazon.
here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Mixon. That winds up being a 4-yard loss
This is
and
bullshit.
leads to 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield. Got his man.
But come on with that.
Out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mayfield finding Anderson for the Panthers first. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
Okay.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. From midfield now, Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To the air again, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Ooh.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Inside handoff to Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow on play action. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and he needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
He on the waiting list.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
No, come on.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. 116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They all understand that even after that loss on first down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
She in the shower.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
She's in the shower.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long.
Tell Drew to come here.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Burrow on 3rd down.
Bro, come on.
It, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And they hit him.
This is crazy, bruh.
Incomplete.
This is bullshit.
Doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to run now.
Bullshit, bruh. So he can run, but I can't. I can't run against him.
McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the 2-point conversion.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good. We are tied. Still time to work over the clock, but they wanted to tie it out. I
love the aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Put it on. Put a show on.
The score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not
I just ran into the house.
This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Drew! Drew!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Baker. Pass complete.
Come on, bruh. It's always a fucking out route. This nigga, that's all he do. In his key situations, he run a motherfucking out route. You little bitch. I know that shit coming.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation.
Man, come on.
You've got to pump this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well.
Yeah,
but remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield
and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
That's bogus. Come on. Man, come on. Give me my timeout.
Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
That boy Barkley cold, boy. Barkley, motherfucking monster.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles. They're a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're
on that
left with
man.
3rd down and 6.
We're trying to create space for your running back. The first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front leveraged them and won the battle.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct. Because
come on.
Say, okay, let's just play some field position. Make sure we don't lose the game here. Turn it over in a key spot.
Come on, defense. Offense.
If you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game.
find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Mixing up the middle. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success,
hey,
them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun to give to Mixon. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he take this down to the 26-yard line. Now time to see what Burrow can do here in OT. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A handoff to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. Here's a give to Mixon. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9.
I just tied.
So that's it.
Come on, Bengals. What am I doing?
So that means this one ends in a
What the fuck am I doing?